Fatekeeper is a fantasy action RPG that combines fast-paced combat, character progression, and choice-driven storytelling in a world shaped by ancient powers and political conflict. Set in a realm where fate itself can be manipulated, the game places players at the center of a growing struggle between rival factions, forgotten gods, and forces that threaten to reshape reality. At first glance, Fatekeeper appears to follow familiar RPG conventions, but its focus on player choice and customizable progression systems aims to give players greater control over how their journey unfolds. The question is whether Fatekeeper delivers a memorable adventure that stands out in a crowded genre, or if it struggles to escape the shadow of its inspirations. Pros and cons. On the positive side, combat feels responsive and rewarding. Character customization offers meaningful build variety. The world is rich with lore and exploration opportunities. Player choices influence quests and faction relationships in noticeable ways. The progression system encourages experimentation. On the downside, some side quests feel repetitive. Enemy variety becomes limited in later stages, and the main story occasionally falls into predictable fantasy tropes. And while choices matter, not every decision has a significant long-term impact. Gameplay, at its core, Fatekeeper is an action RPG built around exploration, combat, and character progression. Players can specialize in melee combat, ranged attacks, magic, or hybrid builds depending on how they invest skill points and equipment. Combat is fast and fluid. Dodging, timing attacks, and managing abilities are essential for survival. Different enemy types require different approaches, preventing encounters from becoming simple button mashing exercises. Magic users can control the battlefield through elemental abilities, while melee-focused characters rely on positioning and precise timing. Loot plays a major role in progression. Weapons, armor, artifacts, and enchantments provide constant opportunities to refine your build. The game rewards experimentation, allowing players to adapt their strategies as new equipment becomes available. Exploration is equally important. Hidden locations, optional dungeons, and environmental secrets encourage players to venture off the main path. Many of the game's strongest rewards come from curiosity rather than quest completion. Story and choices. The narrative centers on a conflict surrounding the manipulation of fate itself. Various factions believe they should control this power, while others seek to destroy it entirely. As the story unfolds, players are forced to make decisions that influence alliances, quest outcomes, and character relationships. While the overall structure follows familiar fantasy themes, the strength of the story lies in its world building and faction dynamics. Political tensions, conflicting ideologies, and moral ambiguity create situations where there are rarely clear right or wrong answers. Not every choice dramatically alters the story, but enough decisions have visible consequences to make player agency feel meaningful. Visuals and audio. Visually, Fatekeeper presents a detailed fantasy world filled with ancient ruins, dense forests, mountains, strongholds, and magical landmarks. Environmental variety helps maintain a sense of discovery throughout the adventure. Character models and combat animations are solid, with spell effects providing particularly strong visual feedback during battles. The soundtrack supports the atmosphere effectively, shifting between quiet exploration themes and more dramatic combat music. Voice acting is generally strong and helps bring key characters to life. Longevity and replayability. Replayability comes from build diversity, alternate quest outcomes, and faction choices. Different playstyles can significantly alter how encounters are approached, encouraging additional playthroughs. The game also offers a substantial amount of optional content, including side quests, hidden bosses, and high-level challenges for players seeking greater difficulty. Final verdict. Fatekeeper is a strong fantasy action RPG that combines engaging combat, meaningful progression, and player-driven storytelling into a rewarding adventure. While it occasionally relies on familiar genre conventions and some content becomes repetitive, the overall package offers enough depth and flexibility to keep players invested for dozens of hours. For fans of action RPGs who enjoy exploration, build experimentation, and choice-driven narratives, Fatekeeper delivers a satisfying journey through a rich and dangerous fantasy world. Final score, 8.4 out of 10.